Hey everyone, Skull902 here, back again for Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This is part 11. We're going to be going through both Hidden Palace and Sky Sanctuary zones. Just finished up with Lava Reef. Just finished up beating up Eggman's stupid little fucking lava swimmer robot, Mr. Man. And yeah, so again, Hidden Palace is... at least it starts out just like Lava Reef Act 2, and then it kind of morphs into its own thing, but it does have the same music, so it's not a glitch. Don't worry about that. It's not a glitch. Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. Just rest your head. Rest your head. Relax. Don't worry. It's not a glitch. But yeah, so Hidden Palace Zone is not very long at all. And what I'm doing here is just something, I'm gonna get enough rings to transform into Hypersonic. Now, it's not like Knuckles is a hard boss fight or anything. In fact, he's very easy, pathetically easy. As you can see in my classic video from 3 years ago, See I Really Can Fight Knuckles, or something along those lines, which I will link in the description. But I have the same sort of feeling that I almost call him Tom64 had about this. You know, I feel like after all the shit that Knuckles has given us throughout this entire time, it's just best to teach him a lesson the hard way. So hypersonic abuse it is, and he's out even quicker than he normally would be. Now, there's something interesting is the murals that you see depicting something that'll happen later on in Doomsday Zone. I quite like it. And they did sort of the same thing in Sonic Adventure, so it's a neat little thing. I quite like that. And now, of course, we are seeing the heartbreaking scene that Sonic apparently just didn't give a fuck about. With Knuckles being betrayed by his best friend in the whole wide world, Eggman. And now he realizes that we weren't a douchebag. That Sonic wasn't a douchebag. And decides, hey, I'm gonna help this guy because that's the right thing to do. So Knuckles leading the way to Sky Sanctuary Zone. And Sky Sanctuary Zone, again, it's one act, and it's a pretty fun level. Quite like it a lot. Very fun. It's definitely not terribly difficult or anything like that. It's just fun to zoom around and do your thing in that zone. Now, if Knuckles would hurry the fuck up, thank you, Knuckles. And here's a little Easter egg for you. He waves us off after we bow to him and thanks, I guess, because bowing is a Japanese gesture of kindness, and the game, as I previously stated, was developed exclusively by Japanese people, so presumably they put that in as a little Easter egg. So yeah, it's neat. I quite like it. Found out about that in the Jesus, I can't talk. In the Hellfire Comms run. So in this, you don't really have many enemies to deal with, just a bunch of egg robos, and they're, you know, sometimes they can be annoying, but generally they're fine enough. You know, they're not too hard to dodge. And when you see one zoom across the screen, it usually means that it'll be there. In fact, it always means that there will be one there. So yeah, it's going to be the first 3 encounters with this guy. More on him soon, but in his first 2 encounters he uses classical bosses from other Sonic games, and you may be wondering why I felt the need to beat him as Hypersonic when he was using the Green Hill machine, and I swear to God, the Green Hill recreation, it's the physics of it just aren't the same as in Sonic 1. It feels like there's like no weight to the swings of the ball and chain on Mechasonic's version of the machine, so it's actually harder to dodge. So I just blast through him with Hypersonic. Again, it's teaching him a goddamn lesson. Don't mess with Hypersonic. Don't mess with me when I have all the Super Emeralds, or just the regular set of Chaos Emeralds. Don't mess with me in general, at least when I'm playing this game. Unless, of course, this is real life, because if he messed with me, I wouldn't be able to do anything back. Oh boy, I am just a silly willy. But yeah, so with this and the Metropolis Zone boss remake, I don't fucking know, in the callback, I'll say, I just, you know, decide to play it as hypersonic because it doesn't cost as much time, so I guess there's that to it. Now, Sky Sanctuary is all about vertical platforming as opposed to horizontal platforming, so you actually get quite a lot of choices between whether or not you want to go left or right, and that's something I quite like about it. It's a neat little thing about the zone that's neat and cool and too good for school. So again, you get a lot of choices, and that's a bunch of variation that I'm quite fond of. Now again, here's the Metropolis Zone, you know, callback, and I don't even let him appear fully on screen. He doesn't have a laser either when you break all of the balloons, so he just, you know, fucks off after you get that hit. It's good stuff, definitely good stuff. Though you know, the zone's almost over. So unfortunately, it's not terribly long of a zone. It's like 6 minutes, but you get a lot of nice little platforming bits and everything like that. This is the last we'll see of Knuckles until the very end, and even then, it's like it's the last you see of him if you don't get the full set of the Super Emeralds. So. You gotta get the best possible ending in order to see Knuckles again after this, and we'll see him again, of course, in the Knuckles run that I recorded. So it's not the end of Knuckles; it's just the implied end of Knuckles in this run. So you know, gotta pay tribute to the man, which we did by bowing, of course. You know, checking up on him. Here's a bit that I quite like. It. You know, you wait for the thing, and then it launches you off, bounce off the clouds, which is another thing that I quite like about this little, the little animation. It makes Sonic do a little flip. That's a nice little touch. They could have just bounced him up all normally, but nah. The people behind this game really wanted us to, you know, be amazed by the kind of consideration that they put in the animations and everything like that. Even though that's really not much. In the grand scheme of things, that really isn't much. Oh boy. So, at this part, at this part, you know, just be careful, because there is an egg robo waiting, but if you can make it through there fine, then it's really not that much farther until the end of the level. So we're not quite there yet. We gotta beat this guy first. This is Mecha Sonic, and if your first impression of Mecha Sonic was in Super Mario Bros. Z, like it was for me, then this might be a little bit of a disappointment, because he's not actually all that tough. You know, you just watch him, and you know, sometimes he'll do this sort of action, and it's really not that hard, not that difficult, not that challenging. I don't need Hypersonic for this. So again, just be patient and watch out for where he's going, and you'll make it through absolutely fine. Mecha Sonic is not that challenging, which I'm actually amazed. He looks very intimidating, so I guess that's why he was made the way he was in Super Mario Bros. Z. But yeah, we'll see you or I'll see you rather, in Death Egg Zone. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.
Wow, this Knuckles guy sure sucks at fighting. Is he just gonna keep repeating these same attacks? Jesus Christ, I could do this in my sleep! Come on, Knuckles, do something different! Ah well. It does get kind of fun after a while. Oh my god, these bouncing clouds are so fun!
Sonic, finish the level!
No,